Hello, I'm Alex Wright, Executive Director of the 390th Memorial Museum, the B-17 Museum located on the grounds of the Pima Air and Space Museum in Tucson, Arizona. Welcome once again to our ongoing Museum from Home series. In this segment, I want to tell you about a very important part of the 390th Bomb Group history. This part of the 390th history took place after the cessation of hostilities in World War II, but before the signing of the surrender treaty with Nazi Germany. I'm talking about Operation Chowhound. By the time hostilities ceased on April 28, 1945, the Dutch people had been occupied by the Germans for almost 5 years. The nation had suffered terribly under the brutal hand of the Nazis. The Dutch were divided and faced a severe shortage of food and fuel supplies. The winter of 1944-1945 was extremely cold and harsh, causing a rapid depletion of what little food and fuel there was left in Holland. The Nazis had destroyed most of the dikes in the Netherlands, rendering the available agricultural lands useless due to flooding. When the spring of 1945 came, the Dutch were on the edge of starvation. On April 28, 1945, the Dutch government in exile made an urgent plea to the Allies for humanitarian food relief to prevent mass starvation in the Netherlands. General Dwight Eisenhower, Supreme Allied Commander, put into place a plan to airdrop food to the Dutch people. This plan was nicknamed Operation Chowhound. The 390th Bomb Group was one of 10 8th Air Force bomb groups selected to perform this extremely dangerous mission. In addition, maintenance crews from the 390th Bomb Group developed the carry and release sling that fit in the B-17 bomb bay and carried the food supplies. On May 1, 1945, with only a verbal truce agreement from the Germans in the Netherlands, 40 390th Bomb Group aircraft loaded with food supplies took off from Parham Field in East Anglia. All aircraft made the first successful food drop to the Dutch people near the city of Valkenburg. Operation Chowhound was underway. The 390th Bomb Group flew 216 sorties between May 1st and May 6th, delivering over 400 tons of food. The 8th Air Force flew 2,191 Chowhound sorties, delivering over 4,200 tons of food to the Dutch. On a parallel series of missions called Operation Manna, Royal Air Force bombers flew 3,301 sorties, dropping approximately 6,600 tons of food to the Netherlands. But this was only a stopgap measure for the Dutch people. Almost immediately after Germans signed the surrender treaty on May 8, 1945, the Allies began docking ships in the Dutch ports and unloading hundreds of thousands of tons of relief supplies. The Dutch people were saved from starvation. If you're interested in learning more about Operation Chowhound, please visit the Chowhound exhibit here at the 390th Memorial Museum, or read Stephen Dando Collins's 2015 book titled Operation Chowhound. I hope you have enjoyed this edition of Museum from Home. We look forward to seeing you again soon.